how much are you and the group looking forward to Saturday?
I think we're super excited for Saturday, not only because it's the Pride round, but also for our season. It's such a big match, and all the girls are so up for it in the change room at trainings this week. So yeah, we're super excited for it.
Absolutely. I mean, that motivation from a performance point of view and where you are in the season setting probably would have already been there anyway, but do you think there'll be an added impetus given the occasion as well that you can really ride and use to your advantage?
I think so. I think for women's football in particular, the idea of having a Pride match is, it's been such an inclusive environment for all the girls for so long. We're really happy we can celebrate that and also, push for it in the men's game as well. So it's definitely going to be a really exciting opportunity to really push that message and also put out a good performance. So yeah.
So one of the other journos here is riding up half the squad. Can you give us a bit of an injury update heading into?
Everyone's eligible from last week is up training again this week. Obviously, we had a big 3 games away, so we're managing loads as much as we could, but everyone's training this week and hopefully everyone's going to be fit going into the game.
How are you guys approaching this week knowing that a win is pretty much you're in? Are you sort of saying, we want all of our eggs in this basket this week, let's tick it off?
I think realistically for the past 3-4 matches, it's really been we've got to win all these matches. We can't really drop any more points. So every match has gone into like it's a grand final for us, which is really exciting to play in. And I think this match will be no different. I think all the girls are really up for it, and we know what's on the line, but we also know that if we play our best, we're going to beat any other team. So yeah.
What's that like for the mood? I know you haven't played here for 10 years, of course, but the history of the club, knowing that you can pretty much make it this weekend and do something that's never been done before, is it thought about at all? Can you embrace it and love it and enjoy it, or do you say, we don't want to talk about it because it's too much pressure or anything like that?
I think we're not really trying to focus on it too much, because we know if we start to think about it too much, we're really just putting ourselves in an imposition. We're obviously all aware of the fact, but we're going into this game just like it's any other game. And we think with that attitude, we'll win the game, We are not going to put too much pressure on ourselves outside of, obviously making finals for the first time. We're all here last year and we all know the pain of missing out by such a narrow margin, and we know we're not going to let ourselves do that again.
Yeah, is there a sense of owing? Do you feel like you owe the victory one after round 1?
I think so. I think we didn't have our best performance that round, but I think the scoreline wasn't a completely fair reflection of the entire game, and I know all the girls are not going to let that happen again, and I think we're really going to give Victory, a beating on Saturday.
Love that.
Have you talked at all about goal difference? Because it's not really been a problem for you girls at all this season, but I mean some heavy victories. Do you get to the point where you go, well, let's try and score 8 here because we can, it's hurt us in the past before?
I think we're not really focusing on our goal difference in the sense, realistically, it's probably not going to come down to that for us this year, but more the fact that during the games, whether it's the 80th minute or the 95th minute, we're always going to play out the full game looking for goals the entire time. And I think that showed when we played Brisbane, 4-0 up at halftime, we continued to look for goals the entire game. And if that was to happen again, I'm sure the girls would do the exact same thing and look for goals for the whole 90 minutes.
It's about being a bit more ruthless. Do you think you have become more ruthless as a squad?
I think so. I think we'll take every chance we get in front of goals, and we're not going to let any team off with lucky chances against us.
What about your own form this year, Matilda? You've been super solid pairing in defence. Where can you see yourself sort of going to with your football?
I think, just focusing on this year, and I think me and Kayla are really starting to gel together really well. Since she's come here, I've really enjoyed playing with her and have learned a lot from her, and I think, it's only going to make me a better player if we continue to play the way we are and, get into finals and really push the rest of this year.
We've asked a lot of girls this year, is the upcoming World Cup at all anywhere in your mind, even in just a little maybe hopeful corner of it somewhere?
I think, it's in everyone's mind. It should be in everyone's mind that's playing in Australia right now, who's Australian, and I'm really looking forward to it the next 12 months. I think it was going to be really fun for me and for a lot of girls in the team. But at the end of the day, I don't pick the squad for those national teams, so I'm just going to focus on myself and put the best performances I can on the pitch.
I don't know where you would have rated yourself a year or two ago, but I know that listening to a lot of the commentary that over the last 12 months, you sort of certainly edging closer in a few people's minds. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, I think I've definitely, over the past couple of years, have improved, so much with my game. And I'm glad that people have noticed it, but I still know I have so much more to give and to go, and I'm really just trying to focus on that and, hope that the things fall into place outside of my control as well.